Hello children. Today we will study about chapter 3 money and credit, two different credit situations. It's your page number 43. You can have a look in the book also. First let's talk about what is credit. Credit refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with money, goods or services in return for the promise of future payment. It's an agreement between the lender and the supplier. The lender is the lender and the borrower. The lender is the one who is giving the money and borrower is the one who is taking the money or any good or any service. And the borrower promises that I'll return you in the future. That is a kind of loan which can also be said. Now, there are two different credit situations, loan situations. We will study about the first case, Salim's case. It's a festival season for Salim. Salim is a shoe manufacturer. He has received an order from a large trader for 3,000 pairs of shoes to manufacture and deliver in 1 month only. Okay, so Salim hires few workers. He purchases raw materials also. He takes loan for the above set. How he takes the loan? He buys leather, but payment he says I'll do afterwards. From the leather supplier, he buys the amount required, the quantity required, but he says payment I'll make afterwards. That is also a kind of credit. Then he takes a cash loan of advance payment of 1,000 pairs. He has to deliver 3,000 pairs. Okay, and he will get the money for that 3,000 pairs. He takes the advance payment of 1,000 pairs. कि जितना भी 1,000 pairs का पैसा है, that you give me as a loan in advance. He buys raw material with that money. He buys other things which are required. He hires the workers. Then he delivers the this order on time, earns profit, pays to leather supplier also, and at the end he gets the amount of 2,000 pairs because 1,000 pairs he has already taken. So this was a positive credit situation. Now let's discuss about the Swapna's case. Swapna is a small farmer. She grows groundnut on 3 acres of land. She takes loans for expenses of cultivation. As land is very small, she is not able to earn so much of profit. She takes loans for the expenses of cultivation, and in the mid of the year, the crop is hit by the pests. Now crop is failed. She sprays expensive pesticides also, but all in vain. So she is unable to pay the loan. Next year, she takes another fresh loan. Earnings were good, but not enough to cover the old loan. So she has to sell a part of land to pay off the debt. This is a negative credit situation where the things were not good for her. This is also known as debt trap. So you can see both the sides of the credit. One was having a positive result and one was having a negative result. Now let's discuss about the terms of credit. When we take a loan or take a credit, there are 4 things which are very, very important. One is interest rate. Interest rate means when you take a loan, on that you have to pay an interest, a particular percentage. You must have read in your maths also. Then collateral. Collateral is kind of security which we pay as a guarantee that we will repay the loan amount, and if we are not able to repay the loan amount, that our asset, the thing can be sold to take the amount of the loan. Then comes documentation. Documentation means all the documents which are required for the loan purpose. Then mode of repayment, how you will repay. after every month, or after every 3 months, or after every 6 months, whatever will be the mode of repayment. Cash, check, demand draft, all these things are included in mode of repayment. So these are main 4 terms of credit. Next topic is page number 46 and 47. You can see variety of credit arrangements. What kind of credits are available in the market and how people can take. Different examples are given. Shamal is a person who is having 15 acres of land. Earlier he used to borrow the money from the money lender. Interest rate was 5% per month. You calculate now. If rate of interest is 5% per month, for full year it will be 60%. Now he is taking the loan from the agricultural trader, right? There the interest rate is 3% per month, or you can say 36% per annum. Then that agricultural trader also helps in the crop sale, like whatever he has grown on his field, he helps him in selling that also. He buys all the material from him, all the grains from him, and at low rate, and then the buyer sells it in the market at high rate. Now there is a question, why Shyamal sells to that buyer, to that agricultural trader? Think over it. Shyamal sells to that person because if he is not selling, then he is not sure whether in the market he will be able to sell all his production or not. At one place, without any expenses on transport or any other problem, he is able to sell whole lot of food grains. So he sells there only, and he is getting the loan also from the agricultural trader without any problem. Next comes Arun. Arun is having 7 acres of land. There he grows potatoes. He is supervising the work of one farmer also, other farmer. Extra work he has taken. He is the one who is able to get the bank loan from bank. The interest rate is 8.5% per annum. You can see the difference. Here earlier it was 60%, then it came down to 36%, but the bank loan is 8.5%. You can see in our neighboring areas also, mostly the banks are providing the loans at this rate of interest, 8% or 9%. It can be paid in next 3 years. Arun sells the crop and repays the loan. Rest of the potatoes he keeps in the cold storage. Whatever potatoes are left, they are not sold. He keeps in the cold storage, and giving cold storage as an collateral, he takes another loan. Banks में ये facility भी होती है. जो भी आपका cold storage में material होता है, they take it as a collateral. Collateral को हम हिंदी में गिरवी भी बोलते हैं. गिरवी रखते हैं जब हम कुछ. They take it as a collateral to the bank and take the loan against it. So this is the way how Varun is getting the loan. Then comes Rama. Rama is an agricultural laborer. She needs loan for daily expenses when there is no work even. If there is any sudden illness or there is any small function also at home, that time also she is dependent on the land owner in the Sonpur for the loan. Interest rate is of 5% per month, again 60% per annum. She works for the landowner to repay the loan. 5,000 is the current loan, and if she has to repay the loan, again she has to take a fresh loan. And a landowner is the only source for taking the loan. This is also a kind of credit source available in the rural area. Then comes loans from the cooperatives. Cooperatives जो होती है, that is a small society, a group which is made by many farmers or different kind of people. What they do, they provide the loans at low rate of interest. Now how they get the money? They include their savings. जितनी भी उनकी savings होती हैं वो सब pool कर लेते हैं एंड डिफरेंट एरियाज में डिफरेंट कॉपरेटिव्स बनते हैं, जैसे फार्मर्स कॉपरेटिव्स, वीवर्स कॉपरेटिव्स, इंडस्ट्रियल वर्कर्स कॉपरेटिव्स. All these kinds of cooperatives are there. They pool their savings and then they provide loans to the needy people. Like in Sonpur, there is a small cooperative of 2300 members. They collect the resources and they submit as a collateral to the bank. Whatever savings they collect, they submit it to the bank. Bank take it as a collateral and they provide loan to the cooperative society, and cooperative society pay it to the needy people at less rate of interest. Now you will ask that why these people are taking loan from cooperatives and not directly from the banks? Because in banks we have many formalities, many documentations required, and village people, rural people are not so intelligent. I'm not saying intelligent, are not so educated that they can do all these formalities. So to save themselves from all these formalities, they take the loan from the cooperatives where no documentation is required. Then there are Krishak cooperatives also. They provide loans for tools, machinery, cultivation, construction of houses and small functions or any illness, any kind of loan. Right. So these were the various credit arrangements which are done in the rural areas. Next, our topic is left formal and informal sector, which we will continue in the next video. Thank you and happy learning.